Alright, we have finally made it to Jonesstead. And as you can see, let me remove that. Made a long trip to get here. In fact, I kind of made a little detour. Instead of going up here, just hugging the mountain, I kind of straight off and went in this direction. So I had to cut basically through here and then just make my way around here. But it's pretty long travel. Died a couple of times. But regardless, we are here. I brought Stanbar and Lola is missing, and I might send Jenny back to Riverwood. Actually, if Lola doesn't appear, I will keep Jenny, but Lola should reappear. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll send Lola back home. I'm a little torn. I kind of want to keep one or the other, but I can't decide. If Lola doesn't appear in like 5 minutes, I guess we're keeping Jenny. And hello.
Welcome to Jonesstead, stranger.
Thank you. What is this place?
An underground town, safe and far away from the troubles on the outside. I'm not surprised you haven't heard about us. It's not the most interesting place in Skyrim for adventurers.
I can see that. Is there anything worth looking into?
Not really. Normally, I'd ask a newcomer if they're interested in building a home down here. But since that would mean relinquishing all of your weapons, I get the feeling that wouldn't work for you.
Yep, I would like to keep my weapons, please.
I suppose if you're desperate for work, you can see if our town's founder, Marcus Pinder, has any errands for you to run.
Alright. Yeah, weapons policy.
When Marcus and I founded Jonesstead 10 years ago, he made it very clear that he wanted it to be a safe haven. He wanted to have no part in whatever wars were fought on the outside. The town's pacifist roots have helped so far in avoiding attention from either side in the Civil War. Bandits have never been a problem, thanks to the Jarl of the Rift and his commitment to securing our perimeter.
By the nine, I'd pay good money for a pint of ale to warm my bones.
Okay, Stenvar. Jonesstead citizens.
Sorry, I'm not one to spread gossip. If you have any questions for anyone, you can ask them directly.
Fair enough.
Almost everyone here is happy to keep their doors open and welcome guests into their homes.
I do like the homes, actually. In the back here and there. I do like how they look. Yeah, who are you?
I'm Walsh, co-founder of Jonesstead.
Co-founder, I see.
If you ever need anything around town, I'm the man to see.
Alright. Jonesstead's
10
history.
years ago, Marcus came to me, seeking aid to build an underground town in this cavern. I was the head of a construction company at the time, but I was a few weeks away from retirement.
Alright.
He said he was looking for a place to get away from it all, and thought living underground, literally, was the only way to do that. The prospect of building something of this magnitude was enough to keep me in the job for another year. So, after adjusting a rock or two and building houses for the Pinter family and myself, Jonesstead was completed. Families have come and gone, but the Pinder family and I have been here since the beginning. Anyway, about the name. Marcus thought it would be a good idea to name it after the Aldmeri god of Secunda. Said he thought this place was like a crater on the face of the moon.
Alright.
Take care of yourself out there.
You too. And Lola still hasn't appeared. You know what?
I've got your back.
Just go home.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Yep, I will definitely keep that in mind. I know Lola will reappear, so I'll just I'll send Jenny back home. Alright, gotta go talk to Marcus, I believe that's his name. Man, I do like these buildings. I think they look really, really cool. Here we go, follow the camera. Keep forgetting to press V. That's where I set my toggle head movement thingy, and then follow camera. I think I'll do when I'm traveling. I'll do it in third person, and then in combat I'll first person it, because the third person aiming is kind of weird sometimes, because there'll be times where I'll hit a friendly and accidentally kill them. And welcome back, Lola. Good to see you. You must be Marcus.
What? Who are you?
Who are you? No, I'm joking. I know who you are. Marcus, right? Walsh said you might have some errands for me.
Oh,
Excuse me.
good. It's been a while since we received a visitor that was interested in some work. Sorry about the rude introduction.
No worries.
Let's just start over. I'm Marcus Penguin, founder of this town. If you're looking for work, then I have the perfect task for
There's
you.
blood on my arm.
I sent my daughter Kasia out over an hour ago to fetch some fresh goods from Ma de To, and she hasn't returned. If you wouldn't mind, can you go look for her and bring her back immediately? I have some spare coins lying around to pay you for your trouble.
Yeah, sounds simple enough. Alright.
It is. Consider it a test to see if you're reliable for jobs that require a little more leg work and pay a lot more gold. Okay, just come back with her soon, understand? I need to get back to planning.
Roger that. Yeah, I gotta get that blood off. It's creeping me out here. Breastplate. It'll do. There's a little bit of blood on my gauntlets, I think. Oh no, we're good. We're good. I should get Stenbar, the helmet. Yeah, I need to do that. Here, dude.
You've been a good friend to me. That
Oh,
means
look at that.
something.
It's got the sleeves. That's so cool. I like that.
Sure. Feel free to hand me all the gold you want.
Kaboom. You want a muffler? Yeah, you can have a muffler. Look at you. You look
Lead
freaking
on,
badass. I really like that helmet. These helmets. But, I like to see my character's face. So I give those helmets to, companions. Particularly, Stenbar, because he looks really good in it.
I should have dressed more warmly.
Really, dude? This chilly in here? I guess it's chilly in here. There is no sunlight in here, but alright, stand bar. Let's just do a quick save. This is even fancier. Kind of.
This is unacceptable. What gives Walsh the right to open private shipments addressed to my name?
You have to understand that it's only a precaution, Bosco. Ever since you moved here, you've been petitioning non-stop to allow the sale of weapons. My father...
Yes. Your father. I've asked countless times to speak with him privately about his idiotic policy, and still he refuses me. This town's love for pacifism has gone too far. Nobody here wants to admit it, but Skyrim is under attack. Noble warriors on the outside are in desperate need of weapons, wherever they go. Let me provide them with the swords that they need, while at the same time helping your father up from the empty pit he's dug himself into.
Don't pretend to care about my father. If you truly wish to help, then you can start by not breaking the rules. Aid the people of Skyrim by going to where they need it most. Do not wait for that opportunity to stumble into town.
You've made your point. So be it. But my chance at saving a little piece of Skyrim is right here in Jonestead. Tell your father that I will no longer be pestering him over this matter. Now take your goods and leave. I have a much more appreciative guest waiting to be served.
He's got a great voice acting, by the way. Also, I noticed that her dialogue, her name is just rectangles. I think that might be a mod here that replaces some of the characters' faces, as you can see here. I know they say Kasia, but I actually think it might be pronounced Kasia. Because wouldn't Kasia be spelled Kasha, not Kasia? But that's just me. I think it might be actually pronounced Kasia instead of Kasia. But whatever. But yes, the little name is a little distracting if you're reading, because it's just squares, and I think it's the appearance mod that replaces Kasia's face as well as a few other NPCs from this mod. Their faces are different as well. But regardless, let us continue.
Oh, hello. I did not
Hello.
realize you were waiting.
Oh,
You're new
yeah,
to Jonestead,
yeah.
aren't you?
Yes, I
It's a
am.
pleasure to meet you. I'm Kasia.
Likewise, I'm
I apologize
Typhoon.
for giving you a poor first impression of our town.
Oh, no worries.
Bosco over there isn't on the best of terms with my father. I foolishly thought it was a good idea to confront him.
I can see that.
What do you think of that? It's not every day that a stranger comes to our town. What brings you to Jonestead?
Just looking for work.
In that case, maybe you should talk to my father. He may have something for
Already
you.
did. I'm drinking water, excuse me. Your father asked me to come get you.
This again? Can't you just let me have some time to myself without worrying? Ugh, this is so embarrassing. If you won't say it, so I will. Sorry for wasting your time. Let's hurry and get back home. I'm sure Hopi pays you well.
Alright. Yeah, don't mind my dog and my companion, Stenbar. G'dave? G'dave? Hello?
I take it you're going to ask me something important?
Who are you?
Good Dave.
Okay, I was right, G'dave.
That's all there is to it. Sorry if I'm not as interesting as you, traveler.
Yeah, where do you fish?
Well, I don't leave the town. My old bones aren't what they used to be, and I wouldn't be able to fend off any animals out in the wilderness. I used to be a damn good fisherman years ago. I like to think I still am. If only they'd fill a small lake in here, I'd prove it to you.
Alright.
Now go catch a big fish for me, will you?
I should not do that. I'm Hmong, and we Hmong people fish the shit out of lakes. Alright, Kasia, gotta return you to your pops. Man, it just feels weird saying Kasia. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Kasia.
Kasia, where have you been?
I went to get the food from McDonald like you asked.
Oh,
It's
I
taken
thought she said
hours.
McDonald.
Listen, Kasia. you
I thought
can't
she
keep
said
doing
McDonald.
this.
Oh my
Now
god.
more than ever, I need to know you're safe. The Civil War and the return of the dragon
Oh man.
is the perfect chance for them to strike.
Nothing is going to happen, Dad. Almost 20 years of us running away from whatever it is you fear, even longer for you alone. Not once have we been in danger.
Soon you'll understand. I'm so close to finishing this battle. When it's finally over, I'll tell you everything. Trust me.
Trust? How can you say that? You trusted this stranger to bring me back here. I mean, you couldn't trust me to do something so mundane as to bring you food? You haven't left this house since we got news of the attack on Heldon. Keep hiding all you want, but I'm visiting Ripton tomorrow. With or without your permission.
Walsh has already been informed to keep an eye on who comes and leaves Jonestead. I made sure to let him know you are not allowed to leave unless I say so. Altog and Bugdol will be outside the gate if you manage to slip out.
Are you insane? Okay, have them do that. I'll find some other way out of here.
That went better than I expected. Not good, but not as bad as how she reacted when we moved out of Solitude when she was a kid. I hope it wasn't a hassle tracking her down. As
really?
promised, here's 200 gold. It's not much, but I have some more to spare if you're willing to run one more errand for me.
Alright. Yeah, what's the story with Bozka?
That stubborn Argonian has been insisting on the sale of weapons here in Jonestead to help improve our economy. I understand the need for weapons in Skyrim these days, but I will not allow him to compromise the virtues this town stands for. Besides, we rarely receive any visitors, much less soldiers and adventurers. We'd end up losing more due to shipping costs. Walsh and I have discussed the situation in private, and all that needs to be said is that if he tries to sneak in weapons again, we're kicking him out.
Oh. Which one should we do next? Actually, let's do Jonestead.
Sure. What do you wish to know?
Economy, persuade, weapon policy, people. Let's do economy.
Sorry, but that's only for Walsh and I to discuss.
Oh, okay. Weapon policy?
I've known nothing but violence my entire life. Jonestead was my chance at creating a safe haven where anyone willing to put down the sword was welcomed. There are times when I am tempted to permit weapons so that we may defend ourselves, but after 10 years, we have yet to have any problems.
People?
Including Kasia and I, Jonestead has a population of 16 citizens.
That's rather small.
You've got Walsh, a good
Extremely
friend
small,
and my
actually.
assistant in making sure all is right in town. There's Zinza, Shabi, and John, probably the most diverse family in all of Skyrim. The wealthy Donda couple, be sure to check Villain's book collection if you're interested. The Orc Mercs, not the friendliest bunch, but they are the most helpful around town when it comes to heavy lifting. The Bosmer twins, don't know much about them since they keep to themselves. Also got Ma Toe the farmer. He's helped this town immensely these past few years. Jadave the Dunmer lives in a small shack. Quiet man who wishes to spend the rest of his life in peace and quiet. There's also the wandering Abanji. You may find her in the town hall building if she's not roaming about town. Finally, there's Bozka. We hired him to manage the warehouse after the previous caretaker passed away.
Alright.
Fine by me.
You know, I think I'm just gonna pronounce it Kasia. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it actually is Kasia, then I will say Kasia, but I'm pretty sure it's Kasia. And this will be the last time I mention this. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. Kasia implied, sorry. You are worried about something?
Indeed she did. To her, I'm just an overprotective father. But in reality,
I can see
I
that,
hold the
yes.
truth that would devastate her emotionally.
Ah,
Look around, you friend. There is turmoil wherever you go. Not just Skyrim, but all of Tamriel. War, dragons. But none of that is what worries me. There exists an enemy that has plagued my family for generations. Pinder family has known nothing but their torment ever since the end of the Third Era. I cannot discuss it with anybody except my closest confidants. Not even Walsh knows the real reason why I'm so afraid. The fact that I am even talking to you about this is because I trust you not to say a word to my daughter. Maybe when it is all over, you'll learn about what I was fighting by reading the history books.
Alright.
Or you'll quietly go on with your life as my bloodline comes to a tragic end.
Kasia?
I'm sure she wouldn't be too happy if all I said was, she's the best daughter in Tamriel.
Yeah, where is her mother?
Her mother passed away during childbirth. I'm sure she would have loved Kasia. She was stoic, for lack of a better term, but compassionate. She would have been an excellent mother, a far better parent than I have been.
Kasia's race? Why would I want to ask her race? But let's do it anyways, because I'm a little
Beautiful,
curious.
isn't she? Her looks obviously come from her mother, who was Ashen. They're quite a rare sight in Tamriel. Kasia is actually of mixed race. Ashen, Nord, Imperial, and even Bosmer. Our family has quite a history.
Interesting. Does Kasia get out much?
No, she doesn't. It's the curse of being a Pinder. Whenever we go on a rare trip outside of Jonestead, we have to disguise ourselves. She abhors having to wear a masked helmet, but it is for our protection. One day she will understand why we do this. But until then, I'm afraid she will not have the opportunity to make any friends. It pains me to put her through this, but I have no other choice.
Does Kasia have a job?
As a matter of fact, yes, she does. And I'm not talking about her errands or chores. To help out with our personal finances, she goes around town providing maid services for a small charge. The Donda schedule her to work every weekday, Zunsa every weekend, and the others hire her at random. Kasia loves her job. Keeps her entertained in what she would consider a boring old town. She always has fun with Zunza's boy, John.
Yes,
Fine by
let's talk
me.
about something else. Kasia was having an argument with Bosco when I found her.
That is unfortunate. This isn't the first time Kasia has tried fighting my battles. It must be because I'm getting old and she feels the need to defend me in any given situation. Thank you for telling me. I'll have her apologize to Bosco later, even though what she said in their banner was probably true.
It kind of was. Actually, it was. You said you had some work for me?
Yes. Originally I had planned to have you deliver this letter by yourself, but as you saw, Kasia is furious.
Very
It would
furious.
be a load off my back if you can take her with you. May she consider it my unspoken apology for embarrassing her. Usually, she would have to wear a mask whenever she travels with me outside of Jonestead. But I figured since your path is through the wilderness, it wouldn't hurt not to wear it this one time.
Yeah, you sure about
I
this?
have faith in your ability to get the job done, stranger. You could have
I mean, we
easily
literally
run off
just
with
kinda
my
met.
daughter, but you came back.
You have that much trust in me?
My
Okay.
intuition says I should have no doubts about Kasia's safety as long as she is by your side. Now to tell you where you're going. Do you know of Euphoria Palace?
I'm afraid
No
not.
problem. I'll mark it on your map. Here's a letter. Don't bother
I'll
trying
mark
to
it on
read
your
it.
map.
It's highly encrypted.
Again, Preston
Deliver it to
Garvey
one of the guards
flashbacks.
at the front
Jesus
entrance.
Christ.
They'll know who it's for.
Yeah, what is this? Euphoria
It's a
Palace.
brothel.
Oh.
Before you judge, I have business with the owners, not the courtesans.
Oh, okay.
We go way
I
back.
believe you. I
Our
believe you.
friendship during these trying times will be beneficial for us all. This letter is requesting their assistance. That's all there is to it. Have Kasia tag along, deliver the letter to Euphoria Palace, and return for your payment.
Alright,
I'd
sounds
appreciate if you do this
easy.
immediately. Go tell Kasia about the plan when you're ready. I have to lock the doors behind you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Where is Kasia? There's a lot of open space. Hello.
Oh, hello again.
Hello.
Are you planning on staying a while longer? It'd be nice to have some company for once.
Grab your stuff. Your father asked me to take you out on an errand. Sounds a little demanding. Not for long. What are you up to?
Thinking about a way to get out of here.
Oh,
Walking out the door won't work if what Dad said is true.
yeah.
Maybe stuff myself into a crate and wait to be shipped off?
Whoa.
Vasca sends out shipments every other day.
I mean, that's slightly
I
better, but
sneak
that's
into
kind
the
of
warehouse
crazy.
during the middle of the night.
Yeah, do you really think that's gonna work out? Would you... You wouldn't fit in a crate. Okay, now I just sound like an asshole if I say that. But yeah, do you really think that would work?
If I... No, you're right. It
Yeah,
won't.
it
I just
won't
don't know
work.
what to do. Maybe I'm just being selfish. My father needs me. I just wish he wouldn't be so paranoid about me getting hurt. Give me one chance to prove that I can look after myself. To explore Skyrim without him by my side. True freedom.
Well, today's your lucky day. You're coming with me on an errand.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
By the gods, what did you say to him? Doesn't matter. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Let me get some of my gear. Well, I better bring along my mask, too.
He said you didn't have to bring a mask.
I don't know what to say. Ever since I was a child, we would always have to cover our faces everywhere we went.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Again,
that's...
thank you. If only you
It's
knew
horrible.
how long I've waited for this opportunity.